minister says the Ghana Football Association has been dissolved after a private investigative company, Tiger IPI, documented rampant bribery and corruption in the game. Sports Minister Isaac Esiama confirmed a while ago to Evans Mensah. But before this came, we asked you whether you think it should be dissolved or not. So what's your take on this decision that the GFA has been dissolved? So let's check out what you've been posting on Facebook. A lot of your comments are coming in. Okay, so this is the statement that came from government before the minister came to confirm that the Ghana Football Association has been dissolved. It was posted on Facebook, and let's see what people are saying, Israel.
Okay, so Kwekubeli says, God bless Anas and Nana for doing exactly what we expected from them. I wish an international investigative body be called in to do the probe and prosecute them, since I don't have full confidence in our legal system. And there are two replies here. I'm interested in reading those replies. So, Daddy Godwill says, please take Nanado out of these praises. Let's praise Anas for his professional good work done. Nana can never be trusted. Nana has done nothing to be praised in Nana's expose. Kwame Ofori Felix comes back and says, this is pure hatred.
Haters will say.
And quick question one says, Nana Kufado, you're winning my thumb again. If he is not resigning from the FA, it is dissolved. The part Mahama fears to take kudos. Ekufu Sergio Ramos. Ata Boateng James says, okay, the president thinks the expose is so damning to resolve the GFA. Why should the parliamentary committee be set up to investigate its content? Firstly, there are statutory investigative organizations that could do that. And secondly, the parliament needs its own expose, just like the judiciary. And Wedanu says, there is nothing extraordinary about this expose. These are parts of our daily and individual lives. Go to churches, presidency, parliament, schools, etc. I was only shocked to my bones to hear that Nanado sold out his family properties to become a president. How can a president deliver being in such a terrible situation, always thinking about his personal debts?
And Burma Paul Manson from Ginger says the content of his correspondence doesn't amount to a dissolution of the GFA. Some of these journalists must be, well, Burma, if you listen to the minister himself, he confirms that the GFA has been dissolved, so I'm sure you would want to settle your grudge with the minister. Isaac Clever Zhang says, I'm just wondering how this country will look like in some years to come. So many allegations of corruption on our leaders everywhere. How will the children of such people be in the future when it comes to corruption, bribery, fraud? We, the upcoming youth, are suffering. And Pakwesi Nyantichi, okay, he says Nyantichi never bragged by saying he will take over the whole nation. He's gotten almost every media house and every Ghanaian talking about him, and I think he has indeed taken over. Okay, and Patrick says, if FIFA banning Ghana officials will bring reforms in our football, then so be it. I support the president 100%. Hashtag number 12. And Abdul Malik Akada says, after the premiering of Anas's video, the former Attorney General said the authorities should use the video and make sure the right things are done. I weep for Mother Ghana because after Anas's present hardcore evidence, I hear Parliament is forming a committee to investigate the GFA. How many committees have been formed without any results? I just hope this one will not be another waste of the taxpayers' money. Hashtag citizen, not spectator. Very interesting comments on Facebook. And former chairman of the Ghana Football Association, Dr.Nyaho Nyaho-Tamakloe, is calling for an immediate suspension of the ongoing Ghana Premier League after dozens of match officials were caught on video taking bribes in various forms. Dr. Nyaho-Tamakloe also wants all the officials caught on the tape, particularly match referees, banned as a first step towards reorganizing the sport. So, what's your take on his position? Do you agree with him?
I totally agree. And for me, if it doesn't happen, I won't go to stadium again. That's how I see it. Simple. Because it is serious. And I believe we need to do something about it.
Right now, they have to dissolve it. Suspend everything, even their international engagements, everything has to be held. We have to hold this thing down for like the next 4 years into 8 years, when we know that we have properly cleaned up and sanitized the system. Otherwise, I'm afraid.
You see where the corruption are going, at least about 99% they receive the bribe. So it means all of them, they are under training. They are training how to correct money, to fix match, to change somebody from his destiny, somebody who qualify to pray. And you can use money to buy a position, and you can use money to buy even a score. It's very serious.
The whole football association itself, it's not even the whole Ghana Premier League. The whole football as a whole should be scrapped. Because of what we just saw, it's embarrassing. And it's not even nice to be watched outside the country.
I believe that Mr. Nyaho Nyaho-Tamakloe, what he's saying is very good. I want them to just scrap everything. By this time, because could have been fired, all of them, so that we just got another people to be there. I think it will be better.
All right, so let's go back to Facebook and get to read some of the comments that you have posted there regarding the issue. Now, we have James Abusanga says, I agree with him totally, because there is a need to crack the whip as part of the dissolution of the GFA. And Isaac Survival says their code of ethics forbid taking cash gifts, so they should even fire themselves with nuclear bomb and find them in Pakistan currency. Integrity should be our key if we want to develop as a nation.
And Malik Islam says they shouldn't be spared at all, since they will take advantage of it to repeat their corrupt moves. And I think they didn't study the referee course well, and therefore do not qualify to stand in for a match. They do not respect our Ghana League and do not think about football people. These people should be eliminated as soon as possible. And in whom Daniel comes to write, yes, I agree with him. The referees must be fired. Emmanuel Kwekuganza says, Tria, what did you say? And Anaman Recipe says, why not? In fact, they should be jailed for causing financial loss to funders of teams that are victims of their match robbery. Even all the top and lower officials involved should be legally dealt with. What amazes me is the lady referee. The trust I had for ladies is now diminishing gradually. This is disgusting. Oh, you can't generalize things like that. So let's take on Anas's documentary, because supporters of Wansi Asante Kotoko say they deserve to be compensated for a dubious penalty against the club in a 2017 league match which Accra Hearts of Oak won. Let's watch this.
Match between the two rival clubs in the 2016-2017 football season, fans and football administrators of both clubs were expectant of good results. Inform Asante Kotoko, who were first on the league table with 17 points, stood favourites against Hearts of Oak, 11th with 9 points. A win could boost Kotoko's fortune, but the Phobians hope to appease their fuming fans with a victory at the Accra Sports Stadium after a dreadful start to the season. However, decisions by referee Samuel Suka denied fans see a true reflection of efforts of their teams. A controversial penalty awarded Hearts at the time Kotoko led by a goal forced the match into a drawn game. Asante Kotoko Circle's chairman, Oben Seche, has been recounting how supporters reacted to the results.
For now, we can't be compensated. If it were to be the Western world, like that decision could be withdrawn. But for Ghana, you know how our law systems are. What we have seen is we have to look at going forward. What are the steps that we have to take?
Very interesting there. And you see in that analysis expose how the referee took money from Tiger Eye to...
All right, so you see the issue is if the referee took money from Tiger Eye, not Accra Hearts of Oak.
Accra Hearts of Oak had no idea of what was going on.
So
yes.
Accra Hearts of Oak actually feels pained that it was taking advantage of.
Yes.
You know?
Sure.
So the Kotoko guys shouldn't Say that across.
Yes, I understand.
Let's get on to Facebook. Ebenezer says Hasselhoff should be relegated to 3rd division by now.
Oh,
seriously.
come on.
Okay, Berryman says they should stop the noise and let us be all the dubious penalties they were giving. What did they say? Farouk Townley, in fact, anyone found guilty in the announced investigative piece must be duly prosecuted to serve as a deterrent to others. Wahab says they should go for the compensation from Anas. He fixed the match. That's all.
That's all. So they should.
That's all.
The grudge should be with Tiger Eye and not Accra. So